What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up with y'all on the YouTube? It's your boy RC back with the boxing 411. Give y'all an update, my post-fight reaction on the Garcia versus Redkach fight night. The first fight was the best fight of the whole night. The first fight on the fight on the undercard fight of this is my man Stephen Fulton versus Kagai. That was a very good chess match. Very good fight. Very good, tactical, skill-wise fight. These two elite fighters put on a hell of a show. And Fulton did a real good job keeping his stick on him and boxing this dude. Took him to a boxing clinic. And, he beat him unanimously. And I just thought it was a hell of a fight. I enjoyed the first fight out of all three fights the most. All three fights, first of all, went the distance, Nobody got a stoppage tonight. But I got to give a shout out to the Philly fighter. He put Philly back on the map. You know what I'm saying? Your boy, Stephen Fulton. Look out for him, 122 pounds. He going to make some noise. He's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He looks real good tonight. And he showed his ring generalship and ring IQ. You know what I'm saying? His boxing ability he's an elite fighter. So I think he's got a lot. He's got a real upside future for himself. He should be fighting for a title next time we see him. Jerry Hurd. Jerry Hurd against a cat by the name of Francisco Santana, and they fought at 156 weight limit. It's supposed to be 154, the super welterweight, but they fought at 156 weight limit. Jerry Hurd, how can I say this? He looked like he's trying to implement his new style of boxing, and he was in there with the right opponent to be trying what he's doing as far as trying to keep his jab going and setting up the right hand and bobbing and weaving. A lot of times, the match looked like a glorified sparring match. It's just Jerry Hurd was in there doing his best to implement the things that he learned over the past, since his loss to J. Rock Williams. But if you ask me, Jerry Hurd don't look like Jerry Hurd to me. Not yet. He's not back yet. It looked like he got a ways to go to me. Because he does not look like his old self at all to me. He showed signs of life at the very last round when he knocked dude down with an uppercut. It was a right uppercut. He hit him with, and came back with a left, overhand left, and put him down in the 10th round. But Francisco Santana was a game opponent. You know what I'm saying? He came to fight. He really did come to fight, and he really did push Jerry Hurd. He really did go forward a lot. You know what I'm saying? He was pushing Jerry Hurd in this fight. Even though this was just somewhat of a fight, a show and tell fight for Jerry Hurd. Dude, he came to mess up. He came there to fight, and he wanted to mess up the party. He wanted to upset Jerry Hurd, and he fought like it. And that being said, my overall opinion of Jared Hurd, he still needs probably a few more fights or 3 more fights to implement what they're trying to do with Jared Hurd, his new offensive skills and defensive skills that he learned from his new trainer. I forgot his name right now. It's on top of my head. But the new trainer that he got, a new team, he needs some more fights. And the crowd started booing because they wanted to see more action. They wanted to see Jared Hurd do what he did. And I don't know, the Jared Hurd that fought Irislandi Lara, and it's like it's eons from. He just looks totally different. It don't like the same Hurd that fought Irislandi Lara. I think right now, Jared Hurd he needs, like I said, 3 or 4 more fights to implement what he's been taught and to get himself on point. But if it was a grade I had to give him on this fight, I would give him a C. You know what I'm saying? He's moving along, and he just got to get the ring rust off. He got to work on his stamina more back. Get himself back on point. And like I said, that opponent he was in there with, he's learning how to look and see punches coming, but he still throws a lot of arm punches, and that's something he's going to continue to work on in the gym to get himself back to the elite status. Jared Hurd won the fight by decision. Moving right along to the main event. Now, Garcia versus Redkach was a one-sided fight. And if Redkach was supposed to be some type of show and tell or stay busy fight, at the same time, he's a left-handed southpaw fighter. And it's like a show and tell what Danny Garcia would look like against Earl Spence Jr. or Manny Pacquiao. But to be honest with you, Redkach ain't no motherfucking Earl Spence Jr. And he ain't no motherfucking Manny Pacquiao. Danny had some hard times, even though he won the fight easily. He had some hard times with Redkach in this fight. Redkach stayed on his body, and he couldn't miss with that left to the body where he was coming at him. Now, Redkach didn't have too many gears. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have too many gears to really give Danny a real problem. But if Danny think that he can go in there and do that type of shit to Earl got too many tools, and Earl will take that man's soul. He would break Danny Garcia ass down. No. Earl will tear that body up. Earl will tear his ass up. Earl is a whole different animal. And I can see why they stayed away from Earl Spence Jr. Even though they're ready for that fight now. They want that money. They want that bag. But Earl Spence, to me, hands down, will beat Garcia's ass. I'm just going to keep one. That's my opinion. I truly believe Earl Spence Jr. will whoop the shit out of Garcia. And Earl Spence Jr. will more than likely stop Garcia. He can stop him. Everybody talk a lot of shit because he didn't stop Mikey. But I truly believe, Mikey fought a fight to survive. Mikey wasn't in there trying to win. He just wanted to make it through the whole 12-round fight. But Danny Garcia is not that type of guy, and he's flat-footed. So Earl will be able to find him more than he found Mike Garcia. He ain't going to be like no Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman fight. You know what I'm saying? You seen Keith Thurman, doing a lot of running around and shit. But I see Earl Spence Jr. Breaking Danny Garcia down. Because Danny, he's flat-footed. And, he can only did the spin moves and moved angles or turn certain angles on Redkach because Redkach ain't that dude. He's a fighter. He's a B fighter. He's not an A fighter, Redkach. And he came up in weight. Danny couldn't stop him though. I give him that. Redkach had a hell of a chin, and he took some punishment. But he stayed in there and he fought the whole fight, and he was trying to. He hit Danny with some good shots, and I think he got to Danny with them body shots. That's why I said Earl to get to Danny Garcia. And if Danny Garcia fights Pacquiao, I think Danny Garcia is greatly underestimating Pacquiao, like Keith Thurman did. I believe if Garcia fights Manny Pacquiao, and they get in that ring, and Manny Pacquiao still got some juice left, he gonna be fucking surprised when he sees how fast Manny Pacquiao is, just like Keith Thurman. Manny Pacquiao got the power to knock Danny ass out. And he flat-footed. I see this as a recipe for disaster, really, for Danny Garcia. If he get in that ring with Manny Pacquiao, I see Manny Pacquiao possibly putting Danny Garcia on his ass for the first time in his life. If not, knock him out. Because again, Pacquiao got that pop. He can pop. Just ask Keith Thurman. And that punch he knocked Keith Thurman down with, he was coming at Keith Thurman. Imagine if he was able to sit on that punch when he hit Thurman. Shit. But like I said, everybody gonna make adjustments in the fights. Because that's what elite fighters do. But Pacquiao is a whole different beast. Even though he's 42, I think Pacquiao is still very dangerous. And Garcia he gonna really have to be on his A+ game if he's stepping that ring with Manny Pacquiao. So for the record, if the same Pac-Man show up that fought Keith Thurman, I got Pacquiao beating Danny Garcia. Because he's too fast. Too fast. He can outpoint Garcia, and he can catch Garcia with something really ugly. Garcia is a really good counterpuncher, but he ain't never counterpunched nobody like Manny Garcia, like Manny Pacquiao. He ain't never fucked and been in the ring with nobody like Manny Pacquiao. I see it as a recipe for disaster for Danny Garcia. Now, if I didn't tell you, if you don't already know, Garcia won that fight easily against Redkach. But again, Redkach is no Earl Spence or Manny Pacquiao. Now, on another note, if Manny Pacquiao and Earl Spence fight, man, that will be the fight of the ages. Because if the same Pacquiao show up that fought Keith Thurman and fights Earl Spence Jr., I believe Earl, because of his IQ, would catch up to Manny Pacquiao. Earl's gonna be a little surprised though when he sees the hand speed of Pacquiao. And he may go through some type of little experiences. Because Manny Pacquiao, like I said, is a one-of-a-kind fighter, and he's a different breed, and he got some pop. Earl got a hell of a chin. He gonna touch Earl. But when Earl make those adjustments and start getting in on Pacquiao's ass, it's gonna be over for Pacquiao. And see, I believe Earl, knowing the way he is, and the Earl I know comes and fight Pacquiao, the way I know he can fight, first thing Earl gonna do is break that body down. He gonna hit Pac-Man to the body, and if Earl stay on Pac-Man's body 3 rounds straight, you're gonna see a whole different Pacquiao. A whole different Pacquiao. One you never seen before. Because Earl gonna put the brakes on his ass. And I say this. It ain't a surprise to me if Earl stops Pacquiao. Because he wants to prove a point. And he want to add it to his legacy. He would love to have Pacquiao as a knockout on his record. At that point, he would do something that even Floyd couldn't do. That would stop Pacquiao. You know, only one person did it. Juan Manuel Marquez. You know, both of them was juiced up at the time, so I guess it was battle of the juices. But I would like to see. That would be a very entertaining fight, and that would be a very big fight. Manny Pacquiao against Earl Spence Jr. It may happen. You know, I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. This is my post-fight reaction to the Danny Garcia versus Redkach. Don't forget to hit them thumbs up on my channel, please, and subscribe if you feeling what I'm doing. You dig what I'm saying? If you loving what I'm saying, and leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Who will win between Manny Pacquiao and Danny Garcia, or Manny Pacquiao and Earl Spence Jr., or Danny Garcia versus Earl Spence. This is Boxing 411, Triple RC, and I'm out.